All right, guys, welcome back to another Master and Apprentice video and podcast. How you doing today, Afton?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing today, Sammy?
I'm pretty good. So it's already that time of the year. It felt like August wasn't that far away. Christmas is just around the corner. But with that being said, we've got our early rumors and reports for Lego Star Wars 2024. Today we're just going to be doing the first quarter for the most part. We're going to extend to May, which is a little bit of the second quarter. But it's the first wave, right? There's about 3 waves. There's the winter wave, summer wave, and then there's a little bit of a fall wave sometimes. So right now we're going to do the winter wave of 2024 sets coming. So to start off with, we've got set 75372 Clone vs. Droid Battle Pack. This is going to be for $30, about 215 pieces. The minifigure count has changed. We've heard anywhere from 8 to 10. We do know we're supposed to be getting about 4 clone troopers. The droids looks like it's going to be about 3 B1s and 2 B2s or vice versa, right? That's changed a couple times. As for the clones, we are supposedly getting 2 standard clones, 1 Coruscant guard, and then another one has been reported. We've either heard a pilot, another Coruscant guard, or 3 standard clones. So nonetheless, it's going to be great to get a nice clone battle pack. We all love it. This is going to be closer to the same size of that 501st battle pack, but with more minifigures, which in everybody's eyes is a better deal, right? The set isn't going to be as big, right? They don't have the 215 pieces. It's going to be smaller than the 501st battle pack, and now we've got a walker and a speeder. This one is reported just to have a BARC speeder, right? And then a mini ARC 170, right? So probably like a microfighter even. Nonetheless, it's going to be great to get some standard phase 2 clones. It's been a while. I think the last time we got one was 2015. So finally getting that to see return this January.
Yep. Then we go into our next set number 75374, Skeleton Crew set. As the show hasn't come out yet, we don't really know what it looks like. It's a $140 set, 1,325 pieces, and we don't know how many minifigures. So this is seeming like it's going to be about the size of the Ghost, maybe a bit bigger because it has more pieces. But then again, it's going to be that Republic gunship Ghost area size,
Somewhere,
just based on the price.
Even maybe closer to the Razor Crest, right? That's about the same size the Razor Crest was a couple of years ago. So a nice size. Unfortunately, we really don't know much about this. The nice thing about this coming out early, if you watch Star Wars on Disney Plus, this probably means we should be seeing Skeleton Crew come out relatively early next year, which is good because it did get delayed from this year to next year. Then we have set 75384, a 4+ set, the Crimson Firehawk. This is going to be $50, so a big one, and only 136 pieces. We were reported to get a couple minifigures. I think it was 3 to 4. I mean, obviously it's outrageously outpriced, but what 4+ set isn't, right? They're all ridiculously overpriced. This is from the Young Jedi Avengers show, the Firehawk, that red ship we see multiple times. It's kind of like the main ship of the show. That's the Crimson Firehawk. So that's a nice set to get. I mean, if your kid's a big fan of that show, this is a 4+ set. It's perfect, right? This is a perfect set Lego is making for the right crowd. Unfortunately, the price is a little bit steep, but the rest of it's awesome.
Yep. Then we go to the next one, set number 30680, a Polybag AAT. So it's an armored assault tank. We see these a ton of times. It's only $5, $4.99, 75 pieces. Not expecting a minifigure. I'm pretty sure we're just getting a tiny AAT. That's it.
It is reported to be the tan instead of the blue. So it's usually the blue one, like the dark blue, or the tan one. So it's supposed to be the episode 1 tan one. And that's because it's the anniversary of episode 1, right? 25 years. So, then we go right into our first March set 75375. Our next MIDI scale, the Millennium Falcon MIDI scale, $80, 921 pieces. Probably no minifigures, right? None of the MIDI scales ever get any minifigures, but who knows? Maybe they do throw something in there. Nonetheless, I mean, we've seen this before back in the day. I think it was like 2012 or 2010, something like that. We've seen a MIDI scale one. Obviously, the pictures on the screen. That's kind of what we should expect this time around. Nothing crazy unique, but if you like something to display from Millennium Falcon, this is going to be perfect for you this year.
Yep. Then we go to our next set number 75376. MIDI scale Tonative 4, first ship we've ever seen Star Wars, $79.99, $80, 654 pieces. Not too much to say here. We don't know how many minifigures, but it's a midi scale, so I'm assuming 1 or none.
Yep. Then we go to set 75387 Tantive 4 boarding diorama. This is going to be $50, 502 pieces, and then reported to be 4 or 5 minifigures. Looks like we're going to get Darth Vader, obviously, and then 3 or 4 different not Republic, sorry, Rebel fleet troopers, right? Nothing crazy unique. It's going to be very similar to the Dark Trooper attack hallway scene, right? That Lego set we got a couple years ago. That same sense, right? Where it's a hallway, Darth Vader's walking down the hallway, and then other guys are shooting at him, and there's going to be some fun features. It's going to be a diorama, though. So, I mean, I don't know how well it's going to be done, if it's going to be more of a display or if it's going to have some fun play features. We don't really know. But it's going to be pretty expensive at $50, but maybe it'll be really awesome to display. Who knows?
Next set we got number is last set for the March wave, set number 75379. It's a buildable R2D2. As we just had a $200, which went up to like $220. Retire. They come out with a $100 one, 1,500 pieces or 1,050 pieces. 2 minifigures. You get the R2D2 and Darth Malak is reported to be the other minifigure. Yeah, I mean, we've seen R2D2 before. It'll be a bit smaller, a lot less features, I assume, just because it's half the price, half the size. But it is cool seeing another one of those. I mean, I expect it to be about the size of BD1.
Yep. Then we go to our first May set 75378, Grogu's Escape. This is going to be retailing for $29.99. We should be seeing Grogu, obviously, and then the Jedi that saves him, Caloran Beck or something like that. I can't remember his name. We see him in the Mandalorian season 3 scene, obviously, and then hopefully some clones. We don't know too much about this. It's just going to be Grogu with the dude, and then in a speeder bike, and then probably some clones, which would be cool. I mean, clones, Grogu, Caloran Beck. That's not a bad. It's a nice, cool Mandalorian season 3 set. Nothing crazy unique, but it'll be a fun one to get next year for sure.
And then we got next up the 75380 Boonta Eve Pod Race Diorama. They're seeming to favor these a lot. Diorama again, $79.99, 718 pieces. This is gonna be really cool. We don't have any pictures of it yet, but I'm excited to see what this looks like. Again, the very iconic scene from Phantom Menace where they all lining up for the Boonta Eve Pod Race. This is going to be really cool looking, hopefully.
It'll probably be micro scale. I mean, that's
yeah.
the only way you can get it with that many pieces.
You can't do it. Yeah, it's a diorama. I'm interested. Haven't been a huge fan of the past ones, but we'll see.
Yep. Then we have set 75381, the buildable Droideka. This is going to retail for about $60, $59.99. The best thing I compare this to for size-wise is that UCS or 18 plus buildable Imperial probe droid we got a couple years ago, right? It wasn't necessarily like a helmet, but it was kind of like that same size, right? Like the buildable character, but it didn't come with a minifigure, but it was that droid type, right? This is probably going to be something similar to that. A nice thing to have on your table or whatever. No minifigures rumored for this one.
Yep. Next set, the last one of this wave, 75382. Unknown May the 4th UCS set. It's probably going to be the TIE Interceptor coming in at $239.99. That's what's expected. Unknown part count, unknown amount of minifigures, but we do have a past UCS TIE Interceptor to compare it to. You're probably seeing that picture right now, but it's just another really cool one. Seeing something that big, that just really good design.
Yep. Some other sets to talk about real quick. We got set 75377, Invisible Hand. It's going to be a midi scale as well. We're going to assume it's coming out in March as well, but this was not actually rumored for sure in March. Every list we looked at didn't have it. It's going to be around $55, $60, somewhere in that ballpark, probably closer to 60, right? Or maybe even 70. That's because that's what the other midi scales are going to look like, but it's on the smaller end of the spectrum, only 502 pieces. So probably coming out around March next year, but maybe not, maybe a little bit later, but it should be coming out next year. And then we also are supposed to be getting 2 more brickheads, but their set numbers are always different, so they're kind of harder to find with the Star Wars list. but we should be seeing those come out early next year as well. They are rumored. We just don't know what at this moment. And then the last thing to go over for 2024 is it is the 25th anniversary for Lego Star Wars. So we will be getting some sets with just random figures. Like Athen mentioned in the buildable R2-D2 set, we will be getting a Darth Malak. This has nothing to do with this set, obviously. Darth Malak is in a whole different era of R2-D2, but he will be in the set. It's a fan favorite character. Lego is bringing him into minifigure form. He's going to be in Lego form as a 25th anniversary special. We are supposed to be seeing 5s as well. That is confirmed for you guys right now. And then we'll probably be seeing a couple more sprinkled out through the year for the 25th anniversary. So just something cool to look forward to as the year goes on. Some cool fan favorite characters put into Lego for you guys. So there you guys have it. That is the first wave of 2024 for Lego Star Wars. We might make something for other series if you guys really want, but that's Star Wars this coming year. So with that, we hope you guys did enjoy this. Let us know down in the comments what you guys are most excited for. Me personally, I'm looking forward for that Clone Battle Pack and then Grogu's Escape. It's going to be really fun. I'm not much of a displayable guy. I just like collecting minifigures personally. So I'm very excited about those. Anything you're super excited about, Afton?
I mean, I want to see what the Skeleton Crew ship looks like, which is going to be cool to get the probably pictures of it before the series even comes out. And then the Boonta Eve pod race diorama. That's an iconic scene. I'm really excited to see what comes of that. I'm not a huge fan of the dioramas, but maybe this will change my mind.
Yeah. Like I said, let us know what you guys are most excited about coming out next year. With that, we hope you guys did enjoy this. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Download and follow if you guys are listening on the podcast. And with that, we will see you guys in the next episode.
Peace.